Let's talk about this story out of New Orleans, where a newly released video shows a Louisiana state trooper brutally beating a black man weeks after another black man died in state police custody. This footage shows the trooper pummeling the black motorist 18 times with a flashlight.
Hold on. Hang tight. I haven't done nothing. Give us your hand. Give me the fucking hand. Give me the fucking hand. Give me your hand. Give me your hand. I'm not resisting. Give me your hand. Give me your fucking hand. I ain't messing with you. Give him your fucking hand. Give me your hand. Okay. Hold up. Hold your back. Got it. Hello, man. Come on down. Hey, you damn right you are. Fuck up. Fuck up. I'm bleeding. They hit me in the hand with a flashlight. I haven't done nothing, man. Well, fighting us ain't gonna help you, bud. I'm not fighting you. You are. You fighting me. You ain't listening. I'm on dialysis, man. You hurting me. You hurting me. I don't have them. I haven't did nothing.
So sad.
Who stopped that?
Now, folks, Associated Press obtained the video in 2019. The Louisiana State Police actually tried to keep it a secret of the encounter. It left Aaron Larry Bowman with a broken jaw, broken ribs, and other injuries. It came less than 3 weeks after troopers punched, stunned, and dragged another black man, Ronald Greene, before he died in custody. Remember, they said Greene died in a traffic accident. Federal prosecutors are examining both cases in a widening investigation into police brutality and potential cover-ups. And that right there, Scott, is the big issue. It's the cover-up. How the Louisiana State Patrol tried to keep it a secret.
Well, that comes from the top, and that's culture. Now, you and I have broken down these videos to the point where we're so tired of breaking them down. But I'll say it one more time and try to be as brief as possible. If you look at that video, right, when the police put you on the ground and say, put your hands behind you, it is anti-physics for you to do so if you've got 3 or 4 people with your knee on your back and you're beating the shit out of me with a flashlight, trying to get me to comply with putting my arms behind my back. It is not possible. And so the police here are using deadly force to force compliance with a simple order of putting your hands behind your back. How am I going to put my hands behind my back if you're beating me with a blunt instrument and you're breaking my jaw, you're breaking my ribs? How can I put my hands behind my back when I'm physically incapable of, because of the physical abuse I'm taking with a deadly blunt force object? That's the first thing. And so it's impossible. But again, it's against the law. It's against the law to use deadly force to force compliance with a simple police order. Thirdly, he was unarmed, right? He wasn't fighting back. He was reacting to getting beat, right? And the police didn't care. Eventually, they got his hands behind his back and they arrested him, but they damn near beat him to death. And you could see on the police officers' faces, they seemed to feel that they had accomplished this. It's fundamentally wrong in our training to believe you can use deadly force because a defendant or an arrestee is not cooperating. It's just so practical that that's just wrong and fundamentally bad training. And then the cover-up comes because leadership knows that they failed in the training And this state police officer, who, by the way, this was not his arrest. He was just in the area. He stopped by to help, and then he started using a flashlight that had sharp objects at the end of the flashlight, according to the report. And so just really ugly. And you're right, the cover-up is almost worse than the bad conduct, but both are just unacceptable behavior. And that's why you see police chiefs who aren't doing their job at the top being fired across this country. But for 2 years, they held on to this. Evidence has dissipated. Witness memories have dissipated. And so whether he gets charged or prosecuted, you got to hope that the evidence and the witnesses and their memories are still in lock and step, because otherwise the feds will have a problem proving this case. Just an awful video. One of the worst ones you and I have reviewed over the last 2 or 3 years on this show.
And Kelly, this is why we consistently see the problems with these police departments, and they keep lying about it, and they want to cover it up. This is why you got to have federal intervention, and why you got to come down hard on these police thugs.
And that's exactly what they are. They are thugs. Like when I read in the article saying that the trooper defended his actions, his assault against this man as pain compliance, I mean, that just left the most sickening feeling in my stomach, meaning that you force somebody to comply using pain and you think that is okay. Like Scott said everything that needed to be said as far as this is just impractical training. It is immoral training. And it just does not make sense. It does not make sense from any perspective why this officer did that, but for his covertly and frankly, it's overtly racist bias towards this man. And I've said on your show before, just arrest me like I'm white. If you don't know how to act, if you don't know how to act as a police officer and govern yourself accordingly as law enforcement, just put your white feet in my shoes. Just arrest me like I'm white. Would you do this to you? No? Great. Don't do it.
Yeah, but you know, Roland, they don't see us.
Hold, Scott.
I got more to say.
Oh, okay. Well, goddamn it, you got to hold it.
I got more to say now. Now, don't start with me today. I've been good.
Shut your ass up. Shut your ass up, and then you can talk until after Brianna get done. Now, sit your ass back and be quiet. Monique not here. Robert not here. So you think your ass gonna get their time? No. Brianna, go.
Thank you.
Okay, I will this time. You go right ahead, Brianna.
She don't need your damn permission to go. I told her to go. Scott, be quiet. Brianna, go ahead.
Thank you for that humor, because that video was very, very sad. And we've had these conversations previously before, and they keep going on and on and on. New polls say that the rate at which Black Americans are being killed by police at this point is twice as high as the rate for white Americans. And it's totally unacceptable. It's no secret that this police brutality is a national crisis at this point, and it's disproportionately affecting us as Black people. And, you know, that's why leaders like Senator Warnock and Barbara Lee are leading this fight for the George Floyd Justice and Policing Act. And this act would outlaw no knock warrants, which we've seen with Breonna Taylor, ban chokeholds, prohibit racial profiling, require the use of body cameras, limit the amount of military-grade weaponry that is used by the police. I mean, this will do so much more, but we really need to take out the military part of the police. And so it's important to pass the bill. And it's no surprise, as we've talked previously on this show, earlier on in this, just this one, that Republicans in Congress are fighting tooth and nail to destroy it. And they want to protect the police officers when they see fit. And so, but it's putting millions of our lives at risk, and everything's on the line, and there needs to be drastic change at this point.
Video in just one moment.
Football bans and one of the best fan experiences in the country. The Cricket BX SWAC Challenge kickoff returns to Atlanta on August 28th, along with special guest, College Game Day. Then Alcorn State takes on North Carolina Central with conference bragging rights on the line. Center Park Stadium is the place to be on August 28th. Come tailgate all day before enjoying a primetime matchup on the gridiron. You don't want to miss this. Check out MEACSWACchallenge.com for more information.
And, of course, folks, join Roland Martin Unfiltered in Atlanta Friday and Saturday for the SWAC MEAC Challenge. Friday, we'll be broadcasting live from the Atlanta Braves baseball game. We'll be hearing from the commissioners of the SWAC and MEAC, plus school presidents and other great guests. On Saturday, we'll be from the Coca-Cola fan zone at the stadium where the game is taking place. We'll be broadcasting live. Some great things going on. Tigger's going to be spinning. They got some chefs out there with the Coca-Cola kitchen. We're going to have some phenomenal stuff for you. Plus, we'll be live streaming the halftime show and the concert after the game. Check out Roland Martin Unfiltered on Friday and Saturday. And we thanks all of this in partnership with Coca-Cola, the SWAC MEAC Challenge. We'll see y'all there.